Something we won't forget here on the North Shore was was it October 2023 when that storm came through and flooded our whole little area down here, and I believe it's not the first time it's ever been flooded. So George and what, three people lost their lives, and it's rather a sad occasion for the North Shore. What have you done about that?
Well, it's been a slow process, Max.
I better reframe that question because we know that you can't affect the weather,
Yeah,
but in terms of the
fine.
infrastructure, what have you done in regards to preventing the damage that was caused by the last one and the loss of life?
Well, Max, I think there has been a lot of work that's been done. At this stage, it's really working with the people who have had their properties severely damaged to the extent that they are not habitable anymore, and council's been working with them along with central government. They have got money now to buy those people out, but I think people are also thinking, do we really have to go? So that's what a lot of people.
So are you going to put houses back where those houses are now, or are you going to fix the infrastructure so it won't flood again?
No, they'll try and get the houses in a situation that they're on a floodplain, and they'll lift them. In some houses, will be lifted, so that the people's property will not be inundated with water again in the future. But it's not going to happen overnight. There's a lot of work going on in the background right now. We had a very good meeting down at the Milford Baptist Church a couple of weeks ago now, and I think people got a lot out of that in relation to where things are at present.
So 2 years have gone by. What actually has happened apart from buying out people from their homes?
Well,
even that hasn't happened yet, has it?
Quite frankly, it's a very, very costly business trying to remediate a situation where so much damage has been caused. And it's not just in this area, it's all over Auckland. We're competing against other areas in Auckland, and our engineers and the experts that are working for the council are trying to come up with some way forward which will help the most people, benefit them with the amount of money that we have at the present time.
In 2 years, they still haven't come up with a plan yet.
I think they have come up with a plan, Max. You should have come to the meeting down at Milford and you would have heard. I think you would have been quite happy to hear what they've now done.
Is the lack of funding been the hold-up?
No, there's a lack of funding, but there's also the issue of trying to decide where the funds should be spent at this stage. And I think they're now coming up with some ideas which I think the people that were at that meeting the other night thought that there was some light at the end of the tunnel at this stage.
Well, 2 years and nothing has happened, so that's why it's a bit concerning. All right, George, well, we're going to keep you to this. If you come back next year, we will certainly be asking you more about it because we're looking forward to some action.
Well, I think, if you look at it, Max, just taking Castor Bay as an example, the council has promised to put in new drains from the bottom of Castor Bay Road where it meets Beach Road down the esplanade at Castor Bay, doubling the size of those drains through there so that the water will get down to the beach as quick as possible and letting this bigger volume of water go down that area through there when it does rain, a major rain event times.
Now, I know that Castor Bay have its own little residents committee meeting, which, it lobbies you guys immensely. But, George, the three people that died were up around the top area here. What's been done up here? Is there any money getting spent on that?
Yeah, I think there's going to be money spent. It doesn't come easy, but this area here.
But Castor Bay's getting the priority at the moment.
No, Castor Bay is not getting anything more than what other areas are getting. They're talking about increasing the detention ponds in the Totara Vale area, so that the water doesn't go down through the ponds at Link Drive as quick as what it has in the past and what happened on that night, trying to get it so that the water can get down Wairau Road. They're also talking about the idea of a detention pond in the golf course in the A.F. Thomas Park next to Event Finder Stadium. That area, there was a lot of flooding in there, and if they could control that flooding, those floodwaters, that would help and could give some relief to the people in Wairau Valley.
So what's the hold up?
The hold up is funding. There's not a bottomless pit of money that the council's got. They've got to apportion their funds out to in the best way possible.
And including your local board?
Well, yeah, it includes our local board, but I can tell you that we are having meetings with Healthy Waters from Auckland Council, and we're talking to them on a regular basis, and we're asking the hard questions of them, and I think they've come up with some reasonable plans at this stage.
All right, George, you know, the public are only interested in action, not more talks. All right, good luck, George, and I hope this. I suspect this could be an election issue for you, so I guess we're going to hear a lot more about it in the future.